right, welcome to the award-winning Ed Brown Show. I mean, we had a time today. I'm not going to even talk about it, but we have something special here. We have a young lady. It's called My Little World. It's going to be showing at the Bowie Arts Center next month. And I want to welcome Ty. What was it, Ty?
Natii, right.
Ty.
That's fine.
We're going to welcome Ty Wright. Okay, she's been in producing plays and things for years. She has young people. I think they're different ages. But we're going to talk about the little world, you know, the young people getting involved in plays. You know, you don't see that often. So this is the first time, and Ed Brown is bringing you Natii Wright.
Yes.
Okay, Ty Wright, tell us a little bit. How do you get involved? And so long you've been involved at the Kennedy Center. You've been all over the place.
Well, My Little World started, I directed a child care center, and I put the preschool curriculum to music. And so we built the program from there. We actually have a full day in preschool, and that's what the name of the program is. It's My Little World Live, a day in preschool. And so we have young children that are coming out, and they are portraying children in preschool, but they're teaching.
They're training, you have youngsters training youngsters in preschool.
No, we have youngsters that are coming out and they're portraying
children.
Portraying. Yes,
yes. They do all the crying and fussing.
Well, no crying, but all the physical activity.
All the physical activity.
Yes.
And you know what the word no means?
They do. They know what the word no means. But they're learning all about physical activity and what they are able to do. These are young students who are in high school, and they're actually on stage, and they're teaching young children who are in preschool through 3rd and 4th grade how to incorporate physical activity in the course of their day. They're teaching them colors and ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and how to drink water and what to do in case of a fire. It's a wonderful production, and the students are doing a wonderful job. Yes,
well, I can't wait till my great granddaughter.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I can send her away to get some peace.
Yeah,
I'm dedicating this program to her.
Yes,
Mia.
We have a children's program where they're learning theater, and then we have a young adult program, and they're actually doing the productions right now.
Is that right? I mean, that could be very exciting. Why don't you give us some illustration, demonstration with some of the things you have there that you you feel that, the props, you know, that help you to
teach the message.
Right,
Sure.
And give us a little background about when this play is going and where.
Well, actually, let me start off by saying thanks to the City of Bowie. We're actually going to be partnering with the Bowie Center for Performing Arts, and we're presenting My Little World Live on Wednesday, April the 29th.
Hey.
And so the morning show is for children that attend elementary school in the City of Bowie, but the afternoon show at 3:30 is for the general public. Everyone from age 3 on up, everybody who's young at heart. I'll look to see you there shaking with us.
All the grandparents.
All the grandparents. But you know what we do is we come out and we have these larger than life numbers, number 1, number 3, and we dance around the stage and we engage the children in counting. We engage the children in learning their colors, so we have vibrant colors. We use colors for everything. We have, let's see, this is our ball that we use for when we're.
Now, I know they like that.
They do like this on stage. Now we don't. We
don't
allow
you don't have to teach nothing about that.
Well, you know what we have to teach with this? We teach hand-eye coordination with this, with our song.
Okay.
We use the song Miss Mary Mac. You know that? You remember that song?
Miss Mary Mac. Yeah.
Do you really remember it?
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
Miss Mary Mac.
Well, the way we do it is, oh Mary Mac. Mac, Mac, all dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons. Ooh.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that one. Well, they're able to jump double dutch and jump rope and throw balls to that song. So we teach hand-eye coordination with that song. All of our songs are designed to pull the preschool curriculum up through elementary school and augment the educational experience of children. So what they're able to do is come and they can dance and sing and squat and hop and march.
Do anything they want then.
Right in the theater. That's right.
Right in the theater. And then do you have a stop and go sign like green and red?
We don't have that, but we have so many others.
How do you control them?
Well, actually, they come with their teachers, they come in the class, and then the script is designed to engage the children and then have them sit back down. So they actually achieve 60 minutes of physical activity during the presentation. We also have a wonderful Dr. Aorta Thumper Bump. He has a wonderful heart suit. He wears a stethoscope.
Oh, that's the heart suit you were telling me about.
And
right.
he comes out and he teaches a wonderful lesson on how to be healthy for your heart. We have Triavegeline. She teaches all of
teaching.
Yes,
health involved
all about
combination.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's healthy living, eating fresh fruits and vegetables, exercising for your heart, drinking plenty of water, being safe in a fire. All of that is in our plan.
And all this is what's for homework when you have something like that? What do you give them for homework? Come back tomorrow and be able to...
we're trying to put together wonderful gift bags for the children to take home.
You gotta have a reward.
They have to have a reward.
If you don't get, why should I do it?
Well, so far we have toothbrushes and toothpaste, and we have all kind of information about drinking, healthy water, eating fish. So the children will take all this home to their parents, and then they can share it with their parents at home.
I see. And do they come back with ideas about what they're doing?
Well,
or comments from the parents?
Actually, in the training program that we have with we have partnerships with schools. Excuse me. We actually go into schools and we train early educators on the different ways to use My Little World to incorporate 60 minutes of physical activity and teach healthy living in the classrooms. So what they're able to do is we have a wonderful manual here.
Is that right?
Yes, and this manual is used by teachers in Maryland and all around D.C. and up and down the East Coast. We've actually used it in Liberia, West Africa. We taught 55 teachers in Liberia last year to use this.
No kidding. Well, tell us a little bit about the contents.
In this book, we have so much that teaches you all about how to use the My Little World program. What we're able to do is we're able to teach different lessons. We have preschool lessons for children 0 to 3.
Infants and toddlers.
Infants and toddlers. And then it comes on up. Each one of the songs, we have exercises that teach you exactly how to implement it.
Is that right?
There's also pages in here that teach you how to...
Even grandparents can do it, right?
Even grandparents can do it. You and I can do it. We can do it together. There's pages in here that teach all about, that teach you to record your achievement of physical activity, and that's a wonderful thing because you want to be able to record what you're doing every day.
So you have cell phones and all that in there too?
No, we don't have cell phones.
I mean, you have, but I'm sure you have parents and grandparents in there taking pictures.
Well, you know what we do have? We try to make sure that all the teachers are able to use it every day.
Right.
And that's the goal. That's what we do every day.
Yeah, because see, the grandparents, and parents, they want some action,
Well, you know what? In a lot of the cities, the children can't go outside after school.
Right.
They go home and they sit at home. Children are in school for 8-9 hours a day. So if you can achieve the physical, absolutely. If you can achieve the physical activity during the day, then you have really bumped a child up in their achievement of physical activity. So there's not so much sedentary behavior. Our children go home, and you know what this is.
Yeah, right.
This is the video game. That's video thumb.
How do you get rid of the grandparents in the video? Those are two tough ones.
Well, the grandparents aren't playing too much. Do you play video games?
Well, sometime if I'm forced to.
Okay.
If I don't have a choice.
I try
and
not
if
to
I'm outvoted.
Well, I try not to play too many video games, but the grandparents are walking. And the grandparents are taking the children out. So you want to get some fresh air every day.
Oh, the grandparents
The
participate.
The grandparents are participating.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should spread that around.
Well, I think you should tell everybody.
Yeah, tell everybody. Hey, then you could go and participate.
That's right.
With your grandchildren.
That's correct.
They
You
love
certainly
that.
can. Yes, they will.
Nana and Dada.
That's correct. That's correct. They certainly can. They
And
certainly
it makes
can.
it easy, but the learning aspects of this. Now, tell us a little something about, what is it, apple and the other props that you have here.
Well, try Vegeline, who is one of our main characters. She carries a basket full of fruits and vegetables. And our song Veggie Boogie talks all about the different fruits and vegetables that children can learn to love if they eat fresh fruits and vegetables. And we certainly encourage every mommy and daddy and teacher and grandparent.
Well, you need a class for them, too.
You need a class for them. And we do have some side trainings that we teach.
Right.
But if you just eat fresh fruits and vegetables every day, if you follow the My Plate signs, if you make sure that you have protein every day, and you have a green vegetable every day, and you have grains every day, we want to make sure that we follow the federal guidelines for healthy eating. So you should have something green with every meal. You should have something, a grain with every meal. You should have a full complement of what is necessary for your health for every meal, not just one meal, not just broccoli with dinner, but you should have fresh greens with every meal. So that's what we teach teachers, and we teach children that as well. So they go home and they ask for these foods.
That's what I'm saying.
Huge. That's huge.
That's
yes,
that's the good part.
That's the good part.
Because when they ask for it, generally,
Yes.
the parent or grandparent, they make sure that they have it.
That's
when
correct.
Susie or Jack asked me today if we had any broccoli.
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Broccoli. That's right. That's right.
So those things. And actually get them involved in not actual preparation, but how you
Sure.
get ready for a meal.
Well, actually, preparations are fine, and you can go a step further than that. You can have the children engaged in growing fruits and vegetables.
Hey, that's
because
good.
when a child, normally when a child grows
You
a
can grow
vegetable,
tomatoes
that's
in-
right.
in a-
They take ownership.
Yeah.
So they want to taste it because they grew it. So that's exactly, you're
they wanna
exactly
pick
right.
it,
That's right. That's right. So now the next step would be preparation. If you're fixing a meal that a child can help you with, they're more apt to eat the meal if they help to cook the meal.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. And give them different chores.
Sure.
Concerning
sure.
that,
That's correct.
And
That's
then
correct.
they, whether they, I think some of them, they get to the point that they feel possessive. Where they don't want to eat it because it looks pretty.
It looks so pretty they grew it.
Right,
Well,
they
then you grow two and have them eat one.
That happens to me.
That's right.
The
You make sure they
grandchildren,
eat it, though. That's right.
It looks pretty. Don't be eating on it.
No, you have to make sure they eat it. So
Yeah,
you
right.
grow a variety of things. And you can have a small garden in your kitchen. You can have a garden outdoors. There are many different ways to engage children in learning about healthy fruits and vegetables, and then they will eat them. So, it works well. It works
Now,
very well.
tell us a little bit about more about this program there that you're going to be presenting.
Okay. All right. We're very excited to be partnering with the Bowie Center for Performing Arts. We are going to, we've already taken our walk through, and we have huge props, and it's a classroom. The program is an interactive classroom. So what happens is the children in the audience see our children going through a day in preschool. So they start out in the morning with good morning to you, and then they jump in the circle. They learn about their colors, and then we have glow-in-the-dark skeletons that come out and teach them the song Them Bones. And all while this is happening, the children are dancing, but it's reinforcing their academic lesson. So they're learning about the skeletal system. Along with learning colors, they're learning to jump forward and jump backwards. So we also teach vocabulary as a part of the program. We go all the way through to having the fire safety song. We mentioned Miss Mary Mack. But then we also have shortening bread. So we teach the children how to make shortening bread.
They like that.
So all this is in the play. And then we end with a wonderful very good song. And our last song is the marching band song. It's a song produced by the Bowie State University Marching Band.
Is that right?
Yes.
And the Bowie State Marching Band is who? I think his name is Mr. Wright, your husband.
Yes.
And he's been there, and he has been there. I've seen him at the different programs of it, Bowie State.
Yes.
He's been there about 13, 14. That's
Yes, he has.
a wonderful job
Yes,
there.
he has.
So
He has been there for a
you're
while.
in a terrific environment, music environment
Music
there.
environment,
I mean, you
yes.
hear the music all the time, you know.
I do. I do.
You practice. He doesn't practice at home, right?
No. No.
That's not allowed.
No.
You keep that at the university.
Yes, he writes a lot of music at the house.
Right.
Yeah, they practice at the school, at the university, yes.
So how do you introduce them to things like, especially the girls cheerleader? And, don't they get into that?
Oh, no. Oh, you mean in terms of my program?
Yeah, right.
Oh, let me guarantee you, their program at Bowie State, the band program is physically active. They don't need me. They don't need me at all. That marching, they are outstanding. They don't need me.
But toddlers like that marching, right?
They do. They love it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they like
yes.
to
There are
show
some centers
off,
I've been to.
as I call it.
Yes.
They like to show off.
Oh my gosh.
Especially if you take them to the game, you know what I mean? And
they do. They love it. But the better thing is to have them marching themselves.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
that's what I
right.
mean.
Yeah.
That's what happens is that they go home after the game or something like that.
They do.
And you wonder whether they marching around the house.
Well, with My Little World, they're able to do it in their classrooms as well. They take little instruments and they march around the classroom because the goal is for them to achieve 60 minutes of physical activity in the classroom every day.
Well, I think that's so very important.
It is.
And at a young age, introducing youngsters to things. It's just like reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's just as important because that teaches them to how to socialize with people and to give and take. You know, because I know in your program you have to show them that you can't have everything you want because grandpa or grandma gave it to you. When you get here, we have a rule. We take turns.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Well, and that is, there are songs in the program that teach anticipation. And as the children, for instance, are waiting for the color to be called, what we've noticed is that the children will get away from wanting to jump in themselves and they'll help another child. So if you and I were jumping in, one of the children might say to you when the color blue is called, they might say, you have on blue. And that's a good thing because then that takes that experience from me to sharing. Yes,
right.
It does.
Because they're spoiled. It's not their fault. It's the grandparents' fault.
Oh, no.
And the parents' fault. It's not their fault. Because, hey, if you got everything you asked for, or most of the time, you're going to keep doing it.
That's correct. That is correct.
So the first time they say no, you light up the place.
That is correct.
You know what I mean?
That
you
is
understand that.
Well,
I think what you have here is some, you call it My Little World Healthy Living Program. I think it's so very important.
Thank you.
In introducing this at the early age.
Correct.
At this early age.
Correct.
Well, tell me a little bit about your obesity program. You have something here with childhood obesity. How do you get into that?
Well, actually, the program was designed originally for my children at the preschool. But when I designed it for them to be engaged in physical activity while they were learning. We have been so inundated with childhood obesity in the last 20 years. It has tripled. And you've got to figure 1 out of every 3 children is obese. So now, fortunately, my program is able to be utilized in classrooms and in health maintenance organizations to engage children in physical activity and teach them about healthy living. So what we're able to do is we're able to teach children why they should eat healthy, why they should move every day. And a lot of the schools now, they don't have the physical activity programs.
Right. They cut it out.
They have cut it out, but there are a lot of systems that are beginning. They're bringing it back. Yeah. So fortunately, in addition to recess, there has to be facilitated movement, and that's what my program allows you to do. It allows you to teach a child to move in specific ways to prepare them for sports or life. For instance, skipping, or jumping, or hopping, or squatting. Those are key movements that translate into sports movements. In shortening bread, we lunge, and that's a big thing because children need to understand what they're doing and what it's called. So when children go to first grade, they have the vocabulary that matches the movements that they know how to do. And that translates back to them being able to get into sports, and then they can avoid childhood obesity in a number of different ways, even if it's just eating better. Because childhood obesity, there are two main causes. It's lack of movement and improper nutrition. So if you can improve the nutrition and improve the physical activity, then a child has less of a chance to become obese. And that's the goal. That's
So
the whole goal.
That's great,
Yeah.
because see, the earlier they get exposed to that,
That's correct.
the better, because all of us develop habits, you know, sometimes carry on to
That's
adulthood.
correct. That's
you
correct.
know?
That's correct.
That wasn't good. But
Children develop their eating habits right around 2, when they really, you know, when they begin to push things off the tray. And
Oh, yeah.
and from there, they know what they like, but then what we give them is what becomes a habit or a pattern of how they eat. So we have to be very careful and expose them to healthy foods early, so that they begin to desire healthy foods. They want strawberries, and they want cherries, and they want bananas as opposed to candy. They want to have cooked foods at home as opposed to fast foods. That's what we want to start doing.
Now, if we could work on that's
Yes.
Yeah, cooked food instead of fast
That's
food.
right. That's very important.
Because see, their peer pressure is the thing. Although
That's
a
correct.
child may be accustomed to eating properly,
That's at
but
home.
at home, right? And then they influence their other, friends,
Yes,
about it,
right,
because
right.
the fact that a simple thing like extra water. Hey, kids, what happened to the soda pop?
That's
What I
right,
mean?
that's right.
But the fact that they get, and I've seen youngsters, generally they eat at restaurants. I'm
Right.
surprised, that they order water instead of soda pop.
Well, they're learning.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah.
key. The key is exposure.
You're right.
If you expose
exactly.
a child
and
to
then I
a
noticed the
healthier
parents
life, that's
at
correct.
the table had water.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
It makes a big difference.
Right, and they wanted lemon, and then one of the youngsters, he must have been about 4, he said he wanted sugar with it.
And that's okay. That's okay.
In other words, he wanted lemon.
He want a little bit of sugar. He want a little sweet in his
Yeah,
sugar. That's correct. That
he
little
has to have this.
sugar in his drink.
Now tell us some of the people that are responsible. I know you've done a lot, but it's a lot of people that you depend on. And
There are a lot of people that have helped out, and I have to get back to my husband, Dr. Wright.
Yeah.
I have built this program just with him supporting me so much. It's amazing
Right.
to have a partner who really bells in what you're doing.
Yeah,
Because
certainly.
sometimes, sometimes I'm working
On the
hard,
edge,
and others
yeah.
I'm on the edge. That's a wonderful way to say it. Sometimes I'm on the edge.
Right.
But he's very supportive. He has really just been behind me. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Because it's been 14 years I've been working
it's
on
so
this.
very important. But the
Yes.
job that you're doing is so very important that parents today need to take time for that.
They do.
They usually take it as a normal thing to do. But we really have gotten away from,
Right, right.
and what we have to think of the generation now and the generation to come. See,
Right,
we were
right.
brought up on a different environment, maybe because of economics.
That's true.
But here, that you're in a stage where you can afford to expose your child to proper eating, because food was associated with certain diseases.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
See, in
Well,
our generation, and now
That's true.
we want to get away from that.
Well, we've been able to teach a lot of that, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention a wonderful partner that I have, and
Yes.
that's Ruth Perot, and she's actually the executive director of the Summit Health Institute for Research and Education. They are our hand-in-hand partner, and what we've been able to do is through Shire, which is those are the acronyms, we've been able to go into communities of color and instruct parents and grandparents and families on how to cook healthy meals, how to prepare healthy meals, how to train your child to eat healthy meals. And we've actually been the recipient of many grants to do that, and it has helped tremendously.
Now with that, I always get to this part of every program that what's happening is what about the volunteers? If a person wants to volunteer to work in your program, how do they go about that?
Well, the volunteering aspect would be, I think, more so along the lines of helping us as we are doing the productions, helping us as we are implementing the programs, going into schools. We would love to have the support. It makes a big difference. We really need volunteers who have expertise in publishing, getting our program into the right hands. Because we do a wonderful work in the community in this region. We would love to have this program nationwide. Now, we work with a publicist, we work with individuals who have helped us out. Reba Barnes is a great woman who has helped us. She's responsible for us coming to you.
Is that right?
Yes. But you know, we have a wonderful potty song. How awesome would it be to have that potty song on national television, teaching children how to use the potty?
You gonna sing it?
Do I have to sing it? Do I really have to sing it?
Yes.
Okay. The potty song is it's a celebratory song. It's a Brazilian celebration song. And we'd love to have children around the country singing, "No diaper for me, I can go to the pot. No diaper for me, I can go to the pot. Sit on the pot, sit on the pot, sit on the pot until it drops. Sit on the pot, sit on the pot, sit on the pot until it drops." Now, it's much more vibrant with the music. But the goal is you squat. And there are many teachers who have taught their classes to use the potty using our potty song.
No kidding.
Wouldn't that be great to have that all over? Yes.
That's wonderful.
It's a wonderful song. It's a Brazilian song. I can't do all of them.
And then in this play now, you're going to have illustrations.
Yes, they do. They do that song. They have a bathroom segment. It's a fun bathroom segment.
You out there, you know, in April there, you can go to the
Bowie Center for Performing Arts.
Performing Arts there.
Yes, 3:30.
And hey, make sure you take your grandchildren.
Yes.
You know, grandpa, grandma.
Anybody, anyone.
But, the main thing is that we need volunteers, we need individuals.
Yes.
There's a lot of people out there retired, they knowledgeable about things. Here, this is a good program that you could volunteer to help our Mrs. Wright here. She needs you, and you need them. You don't get tired of sitting at home there. Go and get involved once or twice a week
phone calls
in a program like
we
this.
would love that.
So don't forget, what was the date again? April?
It's Wednesday, April the 29th. At 3:30. That's the general public show.
General public.
The first show at 11 is for children that attend Bowie elementary schools. But the general public show is 3:30, Wednesday, April 29th.
Okay, this has been a dedication to my great-great-grandchild.
And she's beautiful.
And that's Maya, what was it? Maya? I said it correctly.
Yes, Maya. I remember Maya.
Once again, Maya, this is Grandpa. See you next time.
Count the fingers on both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Numbers, numbers, numbers. Do you know your numbers? Numbers, numbers, numbers. Do you know your numbers? Here we go. Let's count. Numbers, numbers, numbers. Do you know your numbers?